Welcome dear students of SIBC class. This is my 5th lecture on complex number. In previous lecture, we have seen about the different form of complex number along with Argand diagram. Now here we are going to see the application of Argand diagram, that is algebra of complex number using Argand diagram. We know that Z is a complex number and is represented as x plus iy. Now there are 4 algebraic operations. One of them is addition of 2 complex numbers. Or we can say that sum of 2 complex number. For this purpose, consider 2 complex number. Z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1. Suppose this is equation 1. And second complex number Z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2. Suppose this is equation 2. These 2 complex number when added we get Z is equal to Z1 plus Z2. Note that the sum of 2 complex number is also a complex number. Sum of 2 complex number is also a complex number. Hence we can write here. For this purpose, consider an Argand diagram. On this Argand diagram, vector OP represent first complex number, that is Z1, which is nothing but x1 plus iy1, and vector OQ represent second complex number, that is Z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2. When we add these 2 number, we get Z is equal to Z1 plus Z2 or x1 plus iy1 plus x2 plus iy2. Or we can write here x1 plus x2 plus y1 plus y2. Here this Z is the resultant and this is represented by the point R and is obtained by constructing a parallelogram OPQR. This R is a resulting complex number or sum of 2 complex number and is obtained by constructing a parallelogram OPQR. Now according to law of parallelogram, vector OR is equal to vector OP plus vector PR. What is vector R? This is the complex number Z. Now remember that vector PR is parallel to OQ. Therefore we can write OP plus OQ. Now substitute the value of OP and OQ, that is the value of Z1 and Z2, we get x1 plus iy1 plus x2 plus iy2 or x1 plus x2 plus y1 plus y2. Remember that this is also a complex number whose real part is x1 plus x2 and imaginary part is i1 and i2. Okay. Students, one thing should be remember that or we can write here Z is equal to Z1 plus Z2. Now from this figure we have mod of Z1 plus mod of Z2. When these added together, we get a triangle. And in this triangle, it is found that the sum of these two vectors, that is OP, vector OP plus vector PR, and PR is parallel to OQ. When we added this together, then we get the resultant. But it is found that Z1, mod of Z1 plus mod of Z2 is always greater than mod of Z. That is, when we added two adjacent side of parallelogram, then the resultant vector or value of resultant vector is greater than this addition. But when these two vectors are on the same line, that is, this is vector OP and this is vector PR. These two vectors are on the same line, then we can write mod of Z1 plus mod of Z2 is equal to mod of Z, or addition of two vectors is equal to the result length of addition of two vectors is equal to length of the resulting vector. In the similar way, we are going to see the second complex algebraic, that is difference or subtraction of two complex number using Argand diagram. Okay. Now here again consider two complex number. Z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and Z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2. Okay. Note that the difference, that is Z1 minus Z2, is Z and is also a complex number. See here, x1 plus x2, x1 plus y1 minus x2 plus iy2. Then we can write x1 minus x2. Subtract the real part of second number from the real part of first number, plus I subtract the imaginary part of second number from imaginary part of first number, that is y1 minus y2. And from this it is clear that the resulting equation or difference of two complex number is also a complex number whose real part is this and whose imaginary part is this. Okay. Now we have to represent this on Argand diagram. For this purpose, consider two vectors. Suppose this is vector P and this is vector Q. Now, in order to obtain the difference, this vector OQ backward produce backward, so that vector we get ON. Then vector OQ is negatively produced or backward produced, we get vector ON. Note that vector OQ and vector ON is equal and opposite. Here, first vector represent the first complex number, that is vector OP is equal to Z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1, and vector OQ represents second complex number, that is Z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2. But we have to take the difference. Hence, when we produce vector OQ backward, we get vector ON is equal to minus Z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2. Okay. Then these two vectors, suppose this is the vector OS which represents the difference, that is, this is the parallelogram, that is OPSN. From this parallelogram, we can say that vector OS gives the difference between vector OP minus vector ON. Or when we consider this triangle, then it is clear that vector OS is equal to vector NS plus vector ON. This is the law of parallelogram. Therefore, we can write here vector according to law of vector parallelogram. We can write vector OS is equal to vector OP plus vector NS. But vector OP is nothing but, vector ON plus vector NS, correct. But vector ON is equivalent to this, or vector NS is equivalent to OP. We can write here vector ON plus vector OP, or vector OP plus vector ON. Substitute the value of vector OP, we get x1 plus Iy1 plus z2, x2 plus Iy2. Solve this, we get x1 minus x2 plus I, y1 minus y2, and this is that is z is equal to z1 minus z2. That is, when we subtract, when we take the difference of two complex number, then it is found that the resulting equation, that is z is equal to z1 minus z2, is also a complex number whose real part is x1 minus x2 and imaginary part is y1 minus y2. Then there is third algebraic operation by using Argand diagram. Product of two complex numbers using an Argand diagram. Okay. In order to obtain the product of two complex number, again consider two complex number. Z1 is equal to x1 plus Iy1 and Z2 is equal to x2 plus Iy2. But here we have to take the polar and exponential form of complex number. The polar form of this complex number is r1 cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1 is equal to r1 e raised to I theta 1. Second, similarly, r2 is equal to cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2 is equal to r2 e raised to I theta 2. Suppose this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Again remember that the product of two complex number z1 into z2 is also a complex number, and this can be found out on Argand diagram. This is an Argand diagram. Consider the first vector, vector OP. Vector OP gives the first complex number, that is z1 is equal to r1 cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1, and another complex number r1 is the modulus of this. This vector OP represents first complex number, where r1 is the modulus of the complex number, and theta 1 is the phase angle made by this vector OP with x-axis. Now consider second complex number, vector OQ. Here we can write vector OQ is represent second complex number, that is vector OQ is equal to Z2 is equal to R2 cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. Now when we take the product of these two complex number, we have Z is equal to Z1 into Z2 is equal to R cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1 into R cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. When we solve this term, we get R1 and R2. R1 R2 in bracket cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1 into second cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. Solve this, we get R1 R2 in bracket cos theta 1 into cos theta 2 plus again product of this term with this term, I into I square. Value of I square is -1 and hence minus sin theta 1 sin theta 2. Then remaining plus I. Why? We have to take the product of this term with this term, that is I in bracket cos theta 1 plus sin theta 1. Then product of this term with this term, I is common plus I cos theta 2 first term cos theta 1 sin theta 2 and here cos theta 2 sin theta 1 sin theta 1. Or we can write here in trigonometry we know that R1 and R2 is common, and in trigonometry cos theta 1 into cos theta 2, that is cos A cos B minus sin A, sin B is nothing but cos A minus B, A plus B, that is we can write according to that cos theta 1 into cos theta 2 minus sin theta 1 into sin theta 2, we can write cos theta 1 plus theta 2 minus this term I sin cos theta 1 sin theta 2 plus cos theta 1 from this sin theta 1 sin in bracket theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay. But we know that the complex number in exponential form is z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta is nothing but r e raised to I theta. This is the general exponential form of complex number, or this is the exponential form of general complex number. By comparing these two, we can say that the product of two complex number, that is Z1 and Z2, is R1 R2 into cos theta 1 minus cos theta 1 plus theta 2 minus I theta. Remember that here this is the real part, R1 and R2, this is the modulus and this is the argument. We can represent this number on an Argand diagram by resultant R, and this resultant R is obtained in such a way that what is the product, that is just like R1 is the modulus of first position vector, R2 is the modulus of second position vector, then what is the resultant modulus? R1 R2. Suppose this is the 2 unit is the length of first vector and 3 unit is the length of second vector, then 2 into 3, 6. If this is 2 unit, this is 3 unit, then this is 6 unit. Okay. And what about phase angle? Suppose theta 1 is the phase angle of vector OP, then theta 2 is the phase angle of vector OQ, and resultant phase angle is theta 1 plus theta 2. In this way, when two vectors on Argand diagram are multiplied to each other, or when we are going to consider the product of two vector on Argand diagram, then the resultant vector is having the modulus R1 and R2 and phase angle theta 1 plus theta 2. Now we are going to consider the last algebraic operation, that is division of two complex number. Two complex number using an Argand diagram. Okay. Then again consider two complex number. One of them is Z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1. Its exponential form is r1 e raised to I theta 1. Suppose this is equation 1. And second complex number Z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2 is equal to r2 e raised to I theta 2. Suppose this is equation 2. When we take the division, then we get Z is equal to Z1 upon Z2, or we can write R1 e raised to I theta 1 upon R2 e raised to I theta 2. After simplify this term, we get R1 upon R2 e raised to I theta 1 minus theta 2. This is the resultant, this is the division of two complex number, in which this is the real part of complex number, and this term gives I theta 1 minus theta 2 gives the imaginary part of complex number. This can be represented on an Argand diagram like this. Suppose this is vector P, vector OP. Vector OP represent first complex number Z1 is equal to R1 e raised to I theta 1, and this is second complex number OQ. That is vector OQ is equal to Z2 is equal to R2 e raised to I theta 1, R2 into e raised to I theta 2. When we take the division of these two complex number, we get the result Z is equal to R1 upon R2. That is, if then what is the suppose this is vector OP whose modulus is R1, and this made the angle theta 1 with x axis. And this is vector OQ, which represents second complex number whose modulus is R2 and who made the angle theta 2 with x axis. Then the resultant vector is theta 1 minus theta 2. Or we can say that, suppose we can interchange between these two vectors. Suppose this is vector P and this is vector Q. Again, for simplification, vector 1 OP represents first complex number whose modulus is R1 and angle made by this position vector with x axis is O1, and this is second vector OQ whose modulus is R2 and this position vector make an angle theta 2 with x axis. And after division, when we divide Z1 by Z2, then we get R1 upon R2. Suppose this is unit of this is 4 and this is unit of this is 2, then we get the resultant 4 by 2 is 2. This is the resultant vector R, whose value is nothing but modulus of this R is R1 upon R2. And angle made by this resultant R is what? Theta 1 minus theta 2. In this way, for algebraic operation, that is sum, difference, product and division of two complex number can be obtained by using an Argand diagram. I think this is very simple and you can understand it easily. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.